Hey guys, how's it going? Say hello to my little friend. So this is my Crosman 2240. Done a couple little trick out mods to it today. I had a 24-inch barrel. I cut it down to 10.5 inches. Power adjuster, which, they do work, but they're you gotta find that sweet spot. You really do. Stock and my Sun Optics 3x9x42 scope. This is not the best scope out there, and they're like 170 bucks Canadian new. I only paid 100 bucks used at the hawk shop, and well, I think I still overpaid at that. But we're at 10 meters, and in order for me to see the target we're going to shoot at, I've got this thing zoomed in all the way at 9. Again, not the best because I have to have the eyepiece almost all the way out to get it to focus in. So this thing probably be better at, maybe 7. When it comes to cheaper scopes, just because they can zoom that high doesn't mean they're going to dial in properly that high. But I did get it to dial in really well with Predator Polymag tips. Were they 15.89 grain. 14.5 grain Super Point Extras by RWS, which is what we're going to use. And of course Crosman hollow points, which I'm pretty much out of until my new order of pellets comes in. I should have picked up some at Canadian Tire while I was there. But I did order 3 tins, so I figured, well, I should have them last. But I've gone through probably about, 300, 400 rounds of pellets this morning, trying to get this thing dialed in. I've still got the stock spring in this. The Crosman breech is the one where the screw is in the backside. So the tubes in all the new 2240s for the last few years have already been pre-drilled and tapped for the screw to support this particular breech, which is kind of good. But I think I went a little shy on the length. I probably should have gone to 14 inches. I don't know what the actual Crony speed is of this gun stock. I never did check it, and I probably should have. My first shot is about 470 with this thing, and it starts to, of course, drop off. I get like 467, I get 460, I get 450 something, and of course I'm not getting a lot of gas per bottle either for usage. Part of that is because of the power adjuster. It does chew up a little bit of extra gas, but I'm also trying to get some extra watt power out of this thing. And for a whole bit of gain that it gave me, it's not acceptable. So I'm going to have to actually order in a 14-inch barrel, crony it, and then chop it accordingly. Probably end up at 12-inch in the end, because I don't want this gun to go past 490 feet per second. It is a pistol. We do have regulations in Canada, so I can mod this thing any way I want, as long as I don't breach that 500 feet per second over the 500. I got to keep it at 5 on the nose or under. So we're definitely under by about 30, but hey, it's not bad. So let's give this thing a run for you guys, and you can see how it is. Crowning this was very interesting without a lathe, but I managed to put a pretty decent crown on it, so the scope did dial in rather well. So we're doing all right. So let's give this a go. So I'm going to zoom in on the target for you guys. You can see that the target has never been shot yet, and I'm going to leave it there, and then you can see what's going on as we go. I got a fresh bottle of CO2, which I'm about to ignite. And I am using a makeshift bipod for support. And it's a little windy too. I should mention the probe on this thing was an extended probe that was in it, and Because of the diameter of it, I actually had to cut it back to the stock length for the tip. Even at full zoom on this thing, it's not as close as you would hope it would be for being 9 times closer. It should be right in front of my face, but it's not. Put a couple more through. Actually going a little to the right, to the left. Let me cure that problem. 2 clicks ought to do it. Part of that I think is the wind too, but one to the left. All right. Let me go downrange, grab the target, and we'll get a real good close look at it. The gun does have some decent power. Well, I think we definitely got to bring her into the right a bit more. We got one bullseye, which was fine, and we did a really good grouping overall. So I think we'll I think we're all right with that for now. I'm gonna have to dial this a few clicks over. Let's see, about 3 clicks. Let me just put a couple more rounds through this. I always leave a target in the back of it to stiffen it up, so, because one target in there kind of yeek. Alright, so let's zoom in here. There we go. And I've already adjusted my clicks. Let's see if that actually did good or if it hurt us. So I can always go back. That did good there. Just a hair high, but not bad. You can compensate for that easy enough. Now we're talking turkey. Put the side cover back on so I don't forget it or lose it. I think we got her nailed there. Well, if that one went out, it was me. Alright, 2 more rounds. We'll check the target and then I think we'll be done. I've tried different types of gas today too. Crosman, Humerax, and the Swiss Army stuff, or Swiss Arms. Not bad. A little to the left, but you're only going to get things so stable. As long as we keep in that one area, we're good. Alright, last one, I promise. That one went a little left. I actually noticed that just before I pulled the trigger. Close enough though. Good enough though. Let's check out the target. Let me zoom out. That's a nice tight group. I can live with that. Where's our first target? Let me grab it. Okay, so this is the first target we shot. Actually, not bad though, not bad. So this is our second one. All we had to do is a couple clicks and she's pretty much bang on. We got a couple bullseyes in there, 9s, 8 and 9 combo. We got 1-7, which I think that was my last shot where I moved it. So that was my bad. But the rest of them, all good. Really nice grouping. Not bad too for doing a crown without a lathe. You know, I really miss having a machine shop. But hopefully, one of these days I can at least pick up a lathe and a small mill. You know, small lathe, don't need anything big. But anyway, so that's my little customized Crosman 2240. Let me just flip the screen so I can see what's going on. And it definitely needs a better scope. I need something with a little bit more zoom to it and clear it up more. Generally, when you put the focus in, you should be able to crystal clear see the numbers that are on that target, and it's pretty close, but I don't have any other adjustment room really left on this thing, so it's kind of like, what do you do, right? I mean, it's not the greatest scope, but I guess for closer than 10 meters it wouldn't be bad, which is kind of pathetic. However, the gun is doing all right. Like I said, I am going to buy a 14-inch barrel when I can, and I'll put it on, crony it, see how it's doing for speed. I might even end up taking the power adjuster out just to get me some gas back, you know, because with a little bit longer barrel I can take this off and, you know, I'll get a little bit more gas usage. But I am getting about approximately 30 shots per bottle that are like definitely 400s and up, you know, towards that 470. Shots after that kind of go, you know. See, and you don't get that many. And even the gun stock only gets about 40 shots to the bottle. So, I mean, I'm still doing pretty good. I just wish I would have cronied this before I decided to cut the barrel, so I would have known the stock speed, because not all these will put out the up to rating. Some of them usually run about 440, so let's just say this did 440. We gained about 10 FPS per inch. So that's would be the normal acceptable range, right? But I still want a little bit more. I want to get this thing to 490, 495-ish with these pellets. So we'll have to see what happens. We'll revisit that definitely at some point during this summer, because I know right now all the barrels that I've had access to, they're pretty much all out of stock. So I'm gonna have to find a barrel at a different supplier, see if I can get one. But otherwise, not a bad little carbine for, you know, a little mini sniper toy. So let me know what you guys think, and let me know what you think of the two targets. I definitely like the second target way better. I'm sure you guys do too. But do let me know what you think either way, and we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching. See ya.